If you are living your life with chronic back pain, chronic neck pain, you know it can be so debilitating. You may be one of the thousands out there who can't do simple everyday tasks anymore because the pain is so severe. Perhaps you've tried surgery, you might be on painkillers, still no real relief. You need to meet Dr. Nicholas LaHood from the San Diego Spine and Disc Laser Pain Center. Dr. LaHood, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I just described a daily life for a lot of folks that are out there, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, when a patient suffers from a degenerative disc, they have just so much compression force on that cartilage, and it's a progressive disease. Like you said, they lose the ability to jump, run, walk properly because they're living with so much chronic pain.
Pretty soon it goes from not being able to do activities to not being able to do almost anything. Bending down to tie your shoe, getting out of the house for just a simple walk, almost impossible.
Yeah, I mean, when the spine is deteriorating, the patient basically loses water inside of the cartilage in between the vertebrae, and it compresses down on the nerve. So taking pain medication on a daily basis is usually part of their daily activity.
And you're just masking the problem at that point. So we're taking a look at some animation here. What do you folks do at the San Diego Spine and Disc Laser Pain Center that's different than what folks have probably tried?
So what we do exactly is we focus on the herniated disc or the patient's degenerative disc. So with a thorough exam, if the patient's identified to have that diagnosis, we use a safe non-surgical treatment to open up the space in between the vertebrae and give the nerve the amount of space it needs to function properly. And
to stop feeling pinched and therefore stop feeling the pain.
Yeah.
So when you do this for folks, these people are already in probably quite a bit of pain as they're walking into your office. Is the procedure painful at all?
No, the procedure is very relaxing. So, you know, if a patient's suffering from sciatic pain or pain that shoots into their leg or weakness in the leg, the treatment's a very calm, relaxing decompression of the lower back area. So patients feel almost an immediate relief on their pressure and pain that they're experiencing. So the first visit is very, very relaxing.
Let's talk about visits, because if you're out there and we've just described your life, essentially, you can be one of the first 25 callers right now. Call the number on your screen, San Diego Spine and Disc Laser Pain Center. Get 2 free laser treatments and an exam. Again, it's 2 free laser treatments and an exam just by being one of the first 25 callers. Let's talk about that laser, Dr. LaHood. What does the laser do? Where does that come into play here?
So the lasers, it's a class 4 deep tissue laser. So it's non-invasive, 30 watts of energy that is FDA approved to stimulate blood flow to the area of the lower back or the neck, whichever area we use it on. So we combine it, Heather, with the decompression treatment to help the tissue get more oxygen.
Get more oxygen to the tissue, and therefore the healing process probably can begin at that point.
Yeah, it dilates some of the small capillaries in the back that feed the disc and feed the muscle tissue and feed the ligament. So it's a very therapeutic treatment to provide a deep circulatory oxygenation of the tissue.
Do you find that some people leave your office right after one of these first appointments starting to say, wow, that made a difference?
You know, I hear so many patients when I'm setting them up on the table say, you know, that tingling I had in my thigh or that pain that was going down my leg, it just wasn't there over the weekend. And I feel so much better. I can feel this is starting to work. So it's a huge positive step for their health of their spine.
Your health, exactly, and that's so huge here. So again, be one of the first 25 callers. Call the number right there on the bottom of your screen. You get 2 free laser treatments and an exam just by being one of the first 25 callers to San Diego Spine and Disc Laser Pain Center. And again, for folks that are dealing with this chronic pain, before you turn to surgery, before you start signing up for prescription refill after prescription refill of these painkillers, why not give this a try? You've had a lot of success stories, Dr. LaHood.
We've had huge success. I mean, the nerve system and the nerve tissue is the most important tissue in the body. So taking all the pressure off of it makes the most sense to regain your health.
Absolutely. It just breaks my heart to see people living in chronic pain, and if there's something you can do about it, why not give it a try, especially when it's for free to give this a try. Thank you so much for what you're doing here in San Diego and getting people back on their feet, literally.
Thank you, Heather.
Right,
Thank
thanks.
you.